Yeah. Let's go. They can see that I'm the legend. Got the gold in my possession. No doubt in my mind, no question. I hold the keys to my successes. Greatness lives inside of me. Cut me open, bleed royalty. I've never known defeat. That's for the weak. For the throne, you better show loyalty. Nothing can stand in my way. I look it right in the face. I'm never slowing down. Yeah, I'm winning this race. Can't hold me back. Can't hold me down. It's time for me to own it now. I'm on a whole new level. I'm on a whole new level. I'm on a whole new level.
Jeez, that still hypes me up, man. Welcome to episode 25. Man, we did it.
I know. It's a big episode. That intro is so awesome. I can't thank Jeff enough for putting that together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, man. So we have already 30 out of the gate. Tons of people tuning in.
Thank
and,
you.
Hey, guys, episode 25, it's going to be a banger. We got tons to discuss. We are going to continue with our RC maintenance regime, getting you up to speed with all what's cool with CowRC. And if you're new to the group, which I see a whole bunch, which is awesome, please make sure you allow Facebook to do your little icon. And basically, you can see all the posts. If you are watching on Instagram, remember that we can't share your comments. We can only share if you're on Facebook and YouTube. So definitely cool. Yeah, man. We went to this race out in Belleville with all the CowRC boys, man. It was a phenomenal time. And Belleville RC definitely puts on one heck of an event. The way that they bring in the newbies and the children was next level. They definitely put on an amazing time, and they are all about the fun. There was no stress. They always had mercy minutes, and they always had somebody to be there to lend a helping hand. Not only did they have the food on facility, which was really important because I didn't know where we were. We were out in the boonies of Michigan, so it was awesome that they had everything taken care of. And I can't believe that they do this all in a church. Very, very cool stuff.
It looks like you left an impression because you had some followers come over to the show. So looks like you impressed everybody.
They more impressed me. They are a phenomenal group, and you know what? Seeing everybody helping each other out is why I love this community. The club was definitely next level. They you know what? They put on a phenomenal show. 21 heats. They had stickers for the kids. They had keychains made up, and they definitely pushed forward with an awesome event. I believe we were all done by like 8 o'clock, and for 21 heats, and how polite they were to all the mercy minutes was phenomenal. The man on the mic was Eric, and he definitely kept the show going, and his wife ran everything else. So it was a definitely power couple, and it was super cool to have them doing what they needed to do. But man, episode 25, man. Can you believe it? We're here.
I know. I'm really impressed we made it this far. Thanks. I mean, that's to everybody on this show and everybody that's attended in the previous episodes, and you haven't thrown us off the internet yet. So we really appreciate it because Adam and I really enjoy helping everybody and talking about the CowRC products and hopefully helping everybody enjoy the hobby a little bit better.
Yeah, and the cool thing is about all this stuff is it actually helps give a little bit more life to the investment that you're putting in. Because let's face it, everybody that's into this hobby is investing a small fortune.
Absolutely.
And if you want to protect that, this is the best method that I have found, hands down. And as you guys seen when we were at Belleville and people coming to our pits and me and Mike, Corey, and Kyle showing off our stuff, you always saw that it was properly maintained and easily cleaned in between rounds. Now, I know Mike had the big blaster on hand and ready,
Did
and we only needed a couple shots of that thing. I think we cleared out half the room. It was awesome, but definitely super cool to have that many CowRC factory team
Yeah.
guys in one spot. We are
No,
at
that's great.
50, man, for our 2-5. We're doubling up here tonight,
Wow.
man.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. Well, we're definitely going to reward you this evening for tuning in, and we really appreciate it because that's your support means everything to us.
Yeah, and the products are amazing. And like I said, I know you're just a random Facebook user. If you want, just click on the link and it'll give us permission to actually show your avatar, your icon, and then that way, if you want to get in on the prizes for tonight, you want to make sure that you agree to the content, because if you don't
Yes.
agree, then you might not get the win that you deserve, because
Well,
we are
100%.
going to have
And that
the hashtags too. So
that's a good segue into the prizes we're going to give away today. So, kind of going through some housekeeping on this. So just to start off, the first thing here is we have a CowRC purchase special here during the show. So from right now until the show ends at 9 p.m., you would get if you place an order, you are going to get a set of detail brushes free with every order of $50 or more. So that's again between now and 9 o'clock. You get a set of these 5 detail brushes with an order of $50 or more. So, and also make sure you use that Cow-Tech code at the bottom of the screen. Save yourself an extra 10% on top of getting those brushes with your purchase of $50 or more. So, if you're just making comments, we appreciate the comments, but go over to the website as well and purchase something and make sure that you're taking advantage of this 1 hour long promo that we're going on right now for the 25th episode.
and thank you, Heath, for doing that too.
Yeah, very cool. And then also we're going to be, as we've been going through our series of how to maintain your vehicle and using the CowRC products, we are going to be giving away, on a random drawing, these products that we talk about. One of them is going to be Udder Butter here. But in addition to that free product, we're going to give the winning person a $25 gift code in addition to the prize that we talk about. So that way you can get a nice prize and then go back into the store, use that $25 gift code and buy yourself something nice. So again, a 25th episode, $25 free gift code for some select hashtag winners. So awesome stuff today. And then a last but not least code today or free gift today is going to be a 1-year subscription to RC Car Action magazine. It'll be both print and digital. And now this code, the code that we will give you will be voted on by Adam and I based on the best comment of the day. So in addition to, saying hello to us, which we really like, make sure you ask us some sweet questions, some difficult questions, whatever's on your mind, or if you are using any of the products that CowRC sells for something different that we haven't talked about, we want to hear about it. So this show is all about you guys and what we can help contribute to you and your hobby. So share with us and everyone else what you can do.
Yeah, and some of the best suggestions have actually come from your comments and
Yeah.
interactions with us. And I know that everybody was like coming over, checking out all the cool setups that me, Mike, and the boys had. But everybody was right. We were missing one thing, and I'm surprised the comment hasn't come up yet. But we know Heath is watching. When are we gonna get a CowRC pit light?
Huh.
I don't know.
Kind of
I
cool.
want the person to comment that, because I want you to get credit for it. I thought it was a pretty darn good idea. But yeah, because when I was setting up, I have a pit light, but it is not CowRC. Do I have CowRC stickers on it? Yes. But they noticed it was not
Okay.
CowRC. So I thought that was a pretty good idea to finish off the whole pit area. So that was
Nice.
that was a very good one. So obviously everybody knows the brushes in front of Tyler have
Yeah.
landed, and I
Rock
just want to show
brushes.
off some cool stuff because man, it's gonna be pretty sick. Oh, Dave, just be patient. Normally we do hashtags and we actually do best comment and question. So had them back in the day.
Oh, the light?
Oh man,
Wow.
I think he's talking about the CowRC pit light. I hope, but
Wow, that's kind of neat. Man, I never
definitely,
heard of that.
definitely cool. Yeah, yeah. Corey was there with the thing. Yeah. So speaking of wraps, Corey, that's kind of what I wanted to bring to the fray. Let me just pull this up. So if you've seen the brushes that that Tyler has in front of him, I'm just gonna pull this up, and you can see
Ah, those are
that
sweet.
you can get any which one you want. Now, what I didn't realize is that if you actually have them all face down, because these go on the top,
Yeah.
you can actually have your logo and theme all the way across. So super cool, and definitely one of those things that's gonna dress up anybody's thing for sure. So these new skins are definitely going to be a game
I
changer
like
for the
that.
brushes. I can't, yeah, because for me it's all about the green streak. That's why I had to get me this Belleville
Yeah.
green shirt here, but definitely pretty cool for sure. So if
Yeah.
you want to keep your theme rolling, they have all the themes covered. You pick your personal favorite and you can go. But these are definitely super cool, but they are in stock and are shipping now. So very, very cool.
Yeah, definitely a cool thing to buy on if you're going in and on the, getting the detailed brushes, go into the store, use our Cow-Tech code, save yourself 10%, and even get some, brushes with a purchase of $50 or more. And that's the detail brushes are the freebie. But block brushes are brand new, so check those out. And then speaking of another awesome new product, so if you guys remember our original ultrasonic cleaner, which has a skin, and then battery operated with a one switch operation. We have come out with a new ultrasonic cleaner, which is
Drum
on
roll,
sale for
please.
pre-order right now.
Yeah, man,
Here
that thing looks
it
amazing.
is. So, kind of looking at these two side by side like this. Notice anything different? It's a little bit bigger, about 40 to 50% larger than our original ultrasonic cleaner. And then guess what? It's the same price as
Even
the
better.
original one, right? $19.99 is the original or the retail price for this. We are doing on the pre-order 20% off, so it is less than $19.99. But with it being 40 to 50% larger in the basin, there's also a couple other items that are different with this. So this one, if you'll notice, you can't really see it down here, but this one is USB rechargeable. So it says built-in battery, comes with a rechargeable cord, plug into a USB port, plug the end into your ultrasonic cleaner, and now you can charge it. So you're also saving money on batteries as well. And the other cool thing about this is that we've got a 3 and 5 minute timer. So you turn this on, got the red light button, then you have some different options to choose from. You can either run it, full go for the whole time, whatever you want it to, or just for 3 or 5 minutes. So really cool operation, options for this. And then last but not least, in addition to the skins, we have some, awesome 3D printed tray for the ultrasonic cleaner. That's an optional. And then also an optional lid for this in the carbon fiber. So it does come with a lid. So the ultrasonic cleaner comes with this gray lid here. But if you want to spruce things up a little bit, it puts some carbon fiber awesomeness on here. That's your option.
Ooh.
So you can get a lid and the screen as options in addition to a skin. It does come with this lid, so you don't have to buy those things, but it's just an option, just kind of for you to spiff it up. So really cool options for this. And I mean, the price point's amazing because,
Yeah.
here we are, you get 50% more, you get more options, more features to work, and actually it's actually more powerful as well. So a little bit more powerful with the rechargeable versus going on to, I think this one is AAA batteries. So a little bit more powerful, has the options for timer, and then bigger. So it's really a triple win.
Yeah, the carbon fiber always makes things faster anyways, so.
That's right.
Hey, so Facebook users asking, can the Udder Butter clean off the Udder Butter from a gear set? The new ultrasonic cleaner clean Udder Butter off of a gear set. And I know that the old one would if you had the right chemicals in it. If you don't have a degreaser in there, it probably won't. It'll agitate
Right.
it, but it'll not completely clean it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've definitely mostly been using in the ultrasonic cleaners is the Moo-Clean part and chassis wash. And so, as an example, so let me just show you kind of an example of how large this basin is. So, here we are. We've been talking about axles, right? Axle housings. So if you have, this is a 3-piece crawler axle housing for a TRX 6. So it fits in the basin along with the diff cover and a couple 10-scale shocks, and it might even throw some diff gears in there too. So all that fits in here. The lid shuts on it, and you turn it on, and you go. So it's really a cool product. A lot of options with it. Fits a lot more stuff. So. But part and chassis wash is really what we've been using in this the most, and that's gonna do is that's going to kind of deep clean. Shocks are a really good example of a good part that fits in there because they've got threads on them, they've got springs, collars, you got the eyelets. There's all kinds of places for dirt to hide, and
Little nooks
these
and
are
crannies.
right. These aren't really like a greasy item. So, with putting a non-corrosive cleaner in here, like part and chassis wash, that's generally the right thing. Now, if you want to get kind of aggressive with it and use, throw some cleaner and degreaser in here, you can do that. It in my experience, I think using cleaner and degreaser, so a couple things on that. So if you were to use cleaner and degreaser, which is our corrosive product to remove oils and greases, you can do that. But the couple downsides is one, I think the velocity that the Moo-Clean cleaner and degreaser comes out of the can directly is more than enough to clean anything you want to degrease. Secondly is if you want to fill this basin up, you're using a lot of product. And that's a product that is going to be more expensive versus a water-based or a water combined concentrate of Moo-Clean part and chassis wash. So up to you, but in my experience, not the best way.
I just want to throw something in there too. The caveat is the evaporant in the electronic cleaner is a lot. Like it's a very quick evaporating product. So
Right.
yes, Tyler is absolutely right. It will blast through that grease without a doubt. But you will have to use more product if you're trying to fill a basin of that size. But definitely very, very cool. So those are also up on the website. I just want to
Yeah.
add this. All the skins are there now too, so you can definitely check out the skins. Obviously going with the themes, man. It's a banger. Now there is a proper and improper way to apply these skins, as we found out today, and the proper way is whatever way you feel they fit.
Right.
Yeah,
There's no
there's
wrong answer to that
no
question.
wrong answer, but definitely have fun with it. Once you get that purchase in, it's always super cool, and I love seeing different ways that people are doing the graphics. It's always fun and exciting to see. But I noticed that everybody on the team was trying to help out a couple of the comments. So with that being said, I'm going to do the hashtag right now. And
Awesome.
the hashtag is going to be, it's going to be hashtag show 25. So I'm going to show you guys. So all you have to do is
Easy.
hashtag show 25. easy peasy, and that will enter you in for the giveaways. Because I know a lot of people that are new here. We're asking how do we get in, and we are at 60 viewers. So like this
Oh
is like crazy,
man,
man. Yeah.
that is sweet.
So
Thank you,
everybody,
everybody.
good luck and definitely having some fun with it. But now that we got that out of the way, that new Sonic Cleaner is going to be banger. I can't wait to get it in stock because I have been going through the rechargeable batteries, and you know
Sure.
what? I can't wait to have that already integrated in. The minutes timers are definitely a bonus, so I can't wait to show off mine, especially once I get the green streak on there. It'll just tie everything in lovely. So, with that being said, we also have Mark Santa Maria
Yes.
launching the solder mat tomorrow on his show. So check that out. Mark Santa Maria is going to be doing the reveal of the new CowRC solder mat. Now, I know that's going to be one of my personal favorites. I will definitely have that ASAP. I can't believe
Yeah.
that I already don't have it. That's one I could definitely use. All the electronics that I solder in for me, my kids, having Jeff come over, everybody helping out. Being a huge Tekin guy, I definitely cannot wait to get my hands on this solder mat. I made the mistake of getting a little bit of spatter on one of my white magnetics, and I knew right then and there I would never make that mistake again.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Definitely.
You
Oh,
you
for
don't
sure.
realize you messed up until you messed up, and it's just having that as an option is keep yourself out of problems. And the nice thing is it goes so it'll fit within the center of our small Carbon Series mat. So what I
Which
don't
is
know if
even
Mark,
better.
yeah, and that's because then it's got the little areas for parts trays, and it's again it's interchangeable. So if you want to put your magnetics back on it, you want to put some greases. You have basically have three. It's like a transformer. You got three different types of mats that you're going to have all in one spot. So you've got your grease and dirty mace mat base. Then you've got a magnetic insert you can put in there, and then the solder one. So it's like you have all three that you need in just one spot.
Yeah, and Alex actually has a really good tip for the basin because, yeah, he puts in the Pyrex dishes full of cleaner to save products and rather than filling the entire basin. So that is a
Oh,
pretty
okay.
good tip.
Okay,
And
that makes sense.
a few people actually found Cow RC because of Mark Santa Maria, which
Oh,
is
nice.
also pretty cool.
That's very cool. Well, that's a good thing is kind of word of mouth. That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
that's how
man.
this and that's kind of what this show is about. It's word of mouth. It's what Adam and I are talking about. It's what you're talking about. And it all translates. You meet somebody at a race, you meet somebody at an event, and you show them our episodes. I mean, and actually that brings us to a little point. You guys have seen the cards. If you've ordered something from CowRC recently, we've got a little insert card to save you some money on your next order as well. So, on the front side is Adam and I, and on the back side is our blog that Mike Panacchia puts together. So, good way for you to save some additional dollars. Hand these out to anybody at an event you're going to that may not attend the show, and that way, they can enjoy what we're saying.
It's definitely cool to keep sharing in the community and trying to get it out there. Now, this person knows Dino, so he's got to be somebody that we know. If you go to the StreamYard site, you can actually sign up to give permission to Facebook to share your likeness and coolness so you have a
Yeah,
chance to
please.
win. 'Cause I see that a couple Facebook users are trying to win different prizes, and we want you to win, trust me, but you have to make sure you give them permission so we know who it is. Oh man, Josh Roberts definitely was a cool cat and was a lot of fun in and around the pit. He always had a dialed pit.
Oh,
And then
nice.
Sean, longtime CowRC fan, still have used my mag place mat and Udder Butter. That is very cool. Yeah, no, yeah, Josh was the man. It was always cool having him in and around the Michigan area, showing us what is possible. So we actually have a few more things that we have to finish about um, the whole maintenance regime. I
Yeah,
have a demo set up right
let's do
here.
it.
I will switch this up. Let me go like this. All right. So I'm going to swing over here to my favorite mat. I gotta say, man, I've been beating this mat up so much. It's amazing it's taking it. So what we are going to be doing here is we are actually going to be doing the CowRC Udder Butter. Now I have the syringe. He has the small tub beside him, but
No,
I'm
no, this
going
is the
to use
2-pound tub.
I could tell it was. I thought it was the same size as the Hide Wipes, actually.
It's like the same
So,
size as the Ultrasonic Cleaner. It's humongous.
geez, yeah, you'll never run out of butter with that.
No, this
But
is lifetime supply.
so basically, at the track, I actually put this in backwards. I did not realize that it was keyed to a certain way. So all you want to do, and you can see, you can apply as much or as little as needed with the syringe, and a little goes a long way. Now, I love watching all of the content coming on the fan pages, but there's sometimes people use a little bit more than what's necessary. So you can see how much I actually have on there. And once you cycle it through, you see the udder butter actually working in there. You don't
Yeah.
need a ridiculous amount where it's oozing out the sides and stuff like that. It's just wasted product. As long as you actually have it on the contact patches in the gear area, you know that you're going to have the protectant you need.
I mean, this
Look at
is
that.
even what I have here is even maybe a little too much. That's because it hasn't gone through the pinion gear yet. But I mean, with as much, and it's not going to hurt anything if you put too much on. I would say the only thing that's going to hurt is that you're going to use more product than you need, and if you put a ton of it on, obviously it's more resistance. So you're going to get a little bit more resistance and than you really need on it, but a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
There you
Now
go.
you can see I even have feel a little bit extra because I was getting excited for the show, but even that will do you perfectly fine. It'll be enough. And the best part is it stays put. It's not going to fling off into your diff case. It's not going to be all over the place. It's going to be right on those gears, protecting it where you need it most.
Like this is, I mean, so this is a popsicle stick, a small popsicle stick, and this is about how much I put on a whole gear, and that's probably too much. So, I mean, if you think about how much is in this 2 pounds of udder butter, it'll last forever. So you do yourself a favor, and I do see a lot of people talk about packing diffs and stuff like that, and I've talked about that on other episodes. But this is what you need, all you need on your diff gears is just on the teeth, and then obviously on the pinion too when you get to that. But it'll line up and it'll feed it through the whole gearing system.
Yes, if you do kick it on, it will attract dirt faster. This is usually for internal uses. And one of the things that people might not know, I like to fill the teeth and no more. Anything extra
Yep.
goes back in the jar. Hey, what's going on, guys? But it definitely goes a long way. Because we don't want a lot of rolling resistance. I knew somebody would comment on this. Normally, Todd is the man when it comes to doing the udder butter. And if you didn't see that episode where he mixed the two,
Yeah.
oh my God, that was a banger tip live on the show. And it definitely helps with the rolling resistance and everything getting all put in. It is definitely super cool to have that. Now, what some people don't know is this is the fourth generation of the udder butter. And we got,
Right.
let me just do this. I'm going to switch this up, get rid of some stuff. Give me 1 sec. There we go, back to normal. So we're on the 4th generation of Udder Butter. We got schooled a little bit on it today, and they actually had an issue with importing and exporting one of the chemicals in the Udder Butter, and they had to go a step back to the green one, which he was explaining. And now, because science has caught up, you have the current version right now, which is what everybody is getting when they order from the site. Now,
Right.
that history is super cool. I know there's some bashers on here. I know there's a lot of racers tuning in from Belleville RC Race Club, which is awesome to see everybody chiming in. But the one cool thing is, man, using it on shock seals and
Oh,
shock
first
shafts
version.
and stuff like that, you will not have the O-ring swelling. Now, when I build my diffs and stuff like that, I can use this grease confidently on my O-rings and seals and any of the paper seals, knowing that I won't have a failure upstream. Now, what does that actually mean, having a failure upstream? It means that the chemicals in some of the competitors' products could actually swell the O-ring. So now, instead of it going smoothly in and out, you'll actually get a little sticktation. I don't even know if that's a word, but it'll actually reduce the amount of force needed to go in and out, and the seals will ultimately fail. Now, going with this product, you have no worries whatsoever. I've used it now for almost 8 years. And out of all the kits that I built and assembled, we've had no issues with that whatsoever. And it has been an awesome product to use. Now, I've seen a million comments about the Udder Butter, and there's so many uses. One of the uses I just want you guys to steer clear of is it's a waterproof grease, but do not pack your servos or anything like that with it. They have the Cow Formal, which is another great product
Yeah.
offering if you do want to waterproof your stuff. But man, like, you cannot go wrong with the Udder Butter and the many usage for sure. I've used it on all my builds. It won't swell. It won't. Yeah, leaking shocks. Man, Corey, it's definitely one of those products that is multi use, and we've definitely been able to use it for a plethora of products. And like we showed on the last episode, we now have the grease as well, and the grease is actually used for items that could be exposed to the element where it won't clump and build up that
Right.
excess, and it's definitely one of those 1-2 combos. Now, I wasn't sure if you had a demo for the Udder Butter today, but just the ring and pinion gear
Yep,
that you
just
had
the
there.
ring pinion. Yep. I figured this is a nice and simple explanation, and as Heath mentioned there, it's put it on the teeth only. That's all you need. It doesn't need to be caked all over the other side. This is this doesn't do anything. It's just the teeth. That's all we're talking about. So when we put it, and this is I did see a comment about planetary gears. So this is not is for your ring and pinion gears. So your planetary gears, that's going to be a silicone, oil, well, I guess it's a silicone that goes in there. So that's not a product that we sell, but those are for when you're adjusting, how much resistance your diff is going to do for your internal planetary gears. So not Udder Butter is not for that. You still want to stick to that silicone.
Oh, yes, definitely. I'm not sure who you are. I definitely use diff fluid. As a lot of people know from the race
Yeah,
this
diff
weekend,
fluid.
I was
Mhm.
actually running the 4-gear diff, which was phenomenal, and I actually upped it thanks on a recommendation to the 60 weight. So I do use diff fluid inside. I
Yeah.
just use the Udder Butter externally to protect
Hmm.
and lubricate all the moving parts, and I
Yep.
found that it was phenomenal. Now, for my stock racing, if you didn't see the tip that was on a previous show, Todd definitely hooked us up big time. He mixed the Udder Butter with the grease spray, and it formulated this awesome kind of fluid, and I was utterly impressed. Did you see what I did there? Utterly impressed. But, no, it made it have less rolling resistance because in stock racing, you wanna eliminate as much as you possibly can, and with Todd's tip, it definitely hooked up that aspect. It was, like, as light as you possibly could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just keep in mind, like, when if you are thinning out Udder Butter, it's not lasting, it's not gonna last as long. So when we're talking about drag racing, you're talking about 2 seconds, 2 second bursts, and you're really looking for competitive edge. But if you're looking for crawler, you're looking for even buggy. I don't know about you, Adam, but I mean if you're running 5 minute heats or 7 minute heats, and if you're outside, I mean I don't know that thinning it out is the right solution. It just kind of depends on what you're going after. It's kind of the application of the vehicle that you're putting in. Obviously, the if you have it properly coated, it's going to last a long time. If you're going through water, having that waterproof grease is going to keep it in place. Its tackiness is going to keep it in place the way that it comes out of the jar or the syringe. But when you start adding other chemicals to it, it starts kind of breaking it down a little bit, making it thinner. Just depends on what you're looking for. So if you're going to experiment with it, we would suggest that you take a look at it after every run, make sure that it's still there, make sure it's wearing correctly, and you're not getting excessive heat.
So I'm just gonna add to it. In all of my vehicles, I have just Udder Butter.
Yeah,
Except
me too.
for the stock one. That is it. That would like
Mhm.
when Todd hooked me up with that tip, the light bulb went off. I'm like, okay, I need less rolling resistance on just my stock one because everybody
Mhm.
has to run the exact same thing, but not everybody has that grease tip. So like
Right.
I was like, and it actually paid off because I still have the track record thanks to Todd, and I'm telling you, I still got a little
That's
bit more up
awesome.
my sleeve, dude. The guy's a genius. Not only for what he helped us out with, but the drag racing, he is just next level. And that Udder Butter trick was one of the most tried ones after because we've seen all the posts and stuff like that. It was definitely cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So
definitely check it out, and that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about is try the products, experiment with them. We kind of put them together and we test them as they are issued to everybody else for sale. And then different team drivers are experimenting, different fans are experimenting with different things, and share those ideas because there's really not a bad idea. It's just different people's experiences, and there's so many different genres of RC out there, and different ways you're using it. And obviously, if you're looking for the competitive edge, like Adam's saying, and you're wanting to go through your diff after every run or after every day and inspecting that and reapplying it, then have at it. But if you want something that's reliable and it's going to last, months at a time, and you're going to be able to go through water, use it as it comes out of the jar or the syringe.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. It's just obviously that was just one performance tip, but in
Oh yeah.
all my other vehicles, like my 8 scale, my 10 scales, everything else, you guys just see me do it live. I just use straight up Udder Butter, and you get that performance that you're looking for. Come with heavy grease. I can replace it with. Yes, that is definitely something you can do.
Oh yeah.
And I believe that the Tamiya TT01 spec cars all have to run the exact same thing. You would benefit from going back and watching that video. That is the perfect application where it's a spec controlled class that you're looking for every advantage that you possibly can. Oh man, Dino showed up. Oh man.
This is a clean house.
Yeah. There was another question about what the best product is for shock body threads for an outdoor track. Now, if you mean the exposed shock body threads, I like the Moo-Slick personally. That is my go-to
You're
one
talking
for
about the
sure.
silicone one? You're talking about the silicone
Yes.
spray?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. There's multiple ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, who said that? Jeffrey Coons, yes. So Moo-Slick Silicone Spray, the green label, that's what you're going to want to, you pre-treat it. So if you look at our episode, geez, what was that, 22, I think it was, when we started going through all of these. If you look at
Yep.
episode 22, go back to our YouTube channel. We talk about pre-treating your RC with Moo-Slick Silicone Spray. So check that out, because that'll pay dividends to you later on in life.
Very cool. Took his son's
Good to
muscular apart,
hear.
treated it with all the CowRC products. The RC came out looking out of the box new. Yeah, and that's one of the best things. Once you get in the habit of cleaning it and treating it, it's going to continue to be easier and easier to
Yeah.
maintain, and you'll just kind of get into a routine. And if anything's abnormal, that's where you're going to actually benefit the most, because you can actually stop something from prematurely failing or having an incident out on the trail where you could lose some fun and time. Oh, Belleville RC Club, yeah, managed to pull off the TQ and win. Yeah, no, Corey was fast, man. He was definitely flying there. Definitely had a good time. The electrical cleaner and decreaser, so far he's hooked on one for his nitro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Good for
like,
nitro.
the cool thing is, like, all these products, you see now how we tied them all together. And if you did miss the previous ones, and like we had a whole bunch of new people tuning in and watching
Yes,
the
we
show,
do.
tying it all together. You've probably seen I've been kind of monkeying around with this weird thing, and these are the hide wipes. Now, if you haven't had the opportunity to
Yeah.
try out these hide wipes, yeah, you're missing out big time. One of my favorite things is the smell. We need scratching
Yeah.
right now, but the smell is amazing. And the other cool feature is the one side is super rough and has this like texture to it that will actually help penetrate and get into like scuff it up and agitate. Whereas the other side is super smooth and soft, and it's like easy on the
You just wiped
skin.
it on your face.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's so good. But the smell is amazing. And these are the ones that we have shown you multiple times using to clean almost everything. And
Yeah.
I stumbled upon cleaning tires with it, and he actually joked about it, but it is the same formula as the tire wash.
It
And
is.
the tire wash, yeah, was just one of those things that I couldn't wait to come out with for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing is, so the hide wipes came out first. These have been out for probably about a year and a half. And so in one of these canisters, you get 110 towelettes. So like Adam is holding, you have 110 of those. One side of them is abrasive, the other side is less abrasive or softer.
Yeah.
So you can use these on, cleaning, the soft side, cleaning your bodies. So if you have a nice RC body that you want to clean off, that is a good option for it. The smooth side, again, you can clean off your mats with that. But if you have some really dirty stuff, like tires, like Adam was saying, you have, a dirty axle, use the abrasive side. And you just take that and you just kind of start rubbing the thing down and removes all of the dirt. So it does actually have a natural degreaser in it. So you're going to be able to get rid of some of that grease, some of those oils, as well as the dirt. So very cool product. And the crazy thing about it is the reason the hide wipes kind of came out first is we were looking for a company to produce a towelette. So the chemical had actually been already made. It was actually tire wash. It just wasn't been named, and it was really just kind of hidden somewhere. And the real thing we wanted to apply it to was the hide wipes. And then as time evolved, and we've had this tire wash out for maybe about 3 months now, we said, okay, hide wipes are doing really well. Let's bring it out into pure liquid form, and brought it out into the tire wash.
Yeah, and Corey actually said a pretty cool thing, because I've actually done this too. If it does dry out, now that I actually
Okay,
have
yeah.
tire wash,
Smart.
you
Same
can
thing.
actually reapply. But at the big events when I first showed off the tire wash, I actually had to hide the tire wash because I had lineups of people after rounds trying to clean their tires. So it
Well, your
was
secret's out
definitely
now. They know.
it. They're awesome, and not only is this like super good to have in and around the pits, having kids at the track and this and that. Let's face it, everybody gets dirty from time to time. They're great for keeping your hands clean
Yeah.
and tidy. And I just wanted to say, when cleaning your mats, make sure you do not use the rough side, especially if you have the magnetics or you have the laminated cover. You don't want to use the rough side at all. You want to make sure that you use the soft side and not do anything to scuff up your beautiful mats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you look at the at the product, like for the tire wash, it's tire wash and hand wash. So
Mhm.
like Adam's talking about, I mean, this is you have that, like, for anybody who's doing mechanics and as a mechanic, and they have that orange type of product, or you have the towels that you're wiping your hands off in the grease. I use that all the time in the garage, and when I mess with my truck in the garage, I'll use the tire wash, wipe my hands off with Hide Wipes as well. Just kind of bring that with me, and it's, like I said, it's got a natural degreaser in it, so it's going to take off the grease on your hands as well, and it smells really good. I mean, that's the cool thing with all the CowRC products, is all the products smell really good. They don't smell like nasty chemically type of smell. They're all pleasant, and just this really work well and are a pleasure to be around.
Oh man, this is a great question, Alex. So I've been testing the tire
Ah,
wash since, I'm going to say, AMS now. And what I did was I actually had some that were pre-cleaned with other items, and they, I don't want to say wreck the tire by any means, but I won't even say what I was using before. Anyways, with the new tire wash, and you guys seen the demo that I did with my tire wash and clean station.
yep.
Once I started switching over to a mixture of tire wash and water, I actually got a little bit more run time out of my tires. Not only did I get more run time out of the tires, it actually puts back the chemicals into the tire to give you that tackiness new feel out of the bag, which is awesome because it's not just me racing, it's my daughter and my son. So we're going through a lot of tires. And if we can save on tires, tire wear, and have that grip level stay up, that to me is worth the price of admission. And this tire wash will do that. And you will see the difference if that's the only tire cleaner you actually use. You will see a difference in your tire game. Now, one of the things that I do recommend is to put the tires back into the actual bags that they come
Yeah.
in, seal them up, and then put them in your totes or whatever way you travel with them. And with the tire wash in there, it will not break down your glues. It will not break down your
Right.
tire. It will not wreck your rim. All these things have been tested for months now, and I couldn't have been happier with the results. So it is definitely pretty cool. Ultrasonic tire
Yeah,
cleaner.
that's interesting.
Hmm.
I I like that idea. That's actually a really good idea. I hadn't thought about that. That sounds so simple now that you mention it. And the nice thing, like Adam was talking about, is the way that the tire wash works the best is if you use it exclusively on your tires. So from the
Yeah.
very beginning. So like Adam mentioned with the bag. So if after you mount your tires, you glue them, you put your bead locks on, whatever it is, even before they get dirty, spray them down with the tire wash and just let it soak in. It just let it, kind of get into the tire, let it stay there, and then after every time you're using it, you wash it again with the same tire wash. Wash it again and again. And don't introduce another tire wash. And we're not saying that because we don't want you to buy another tire wash product. We're saying that because that is the way that this product works the best. Is if
Correct.
your tires only know this product, they're going to get stickier and stickier and stickier, and it just is going to make your performance of your vehicle or truck that much better as far as your tire game is concerned.
Uh, Good tip, Heath. Yes, because you want to make sure that you don't get this in any
Right.
chemical or water on your inserts. It could potentially wreck your inserts.
Sure.
I always vent mine to the side. I don't do it on the top anymore, and it was definitely good. If you vent your
Mhm.
rims or tires with holes, it is very difficult to get all the moisture back out of the
Yep,
foams.
that's true.
Agreed. No, Eric, that's huge. So I actually do mine on the side, and that way, if I have to sauce, I hate saucing because that's what I kind of wanted to talk about. If you do sauce, the tire wash does clean up all the saucing and residuals. But what I found was the sauce started to contaminate my mixture in my tire clean station. So if you are saucing, definitely be careful with that. Over time, it will start to break down the cleaning characteristics, and you're going to want to replace what chemicals you have in there for cleaning.
But here's another cool suggestion about a tire wash station, and the tire wash chemical. That would be an interesting combination. Oh, Adam, you did you showed your tire wash station on a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, so I love my tire wash station and I use the drill and I definitely do it. I would love to know who your name is. So please comment your name because that's one of my local tracks. So I will definitely meet up with you for sure.
Nice.
Tire prep. So, what about tire prep with the tire wash? So, no, I use the electronics cleaner to do my tire prep before I glue it. I think
Yeah,
that's what you mean, Kev. And
yeah.
that gets rid of all the molding releasing agents.
Hmm.
And then I use the CowRC tire glue. And since I've actually started using the electronic cleaner to
Yeah.
remove all of that, it has been fantastic. And I also take my Dremel and I just kind of with the sanding drum, I just rough up the rim itself to give it more of a place to adhere and get that proper you know glue
Yeah,
job because you
that's
don't want
100%.
your tire your expensive tires coming unglued during a race or an event.
Yeah, tire wash is for when your tires are dirty. You're cleaning them. Prepping is a whole different thing with the cleaner and degreaser. Well,
Oh
Adam, we're
man,
getting close to the end of the show, and we have some lovely gifts to give away. And I
all
think we
right,
need to. We have maybe more than normal, so we need to give some time to that.
all right. So we have 25 entries. Uh,
Nice.
we definitely have a great demo of Tire Wash in the store under the Tire Wash products using the Easy Clean system. Works great. It even, yes, I actually have a demo on my page as well. Definitely a great system. So, everybody, don't forget you got to hashtag this if you want to be part of the draw. No, Dino, you did not miss it. You are
Get
still
in there.
eligible. Yeah.
And make sure
So,
everybody that so like the Facebook user folks, we if you do win on this, we can't give you the prize because a couple reasons. There's a bunch of Facebook user people, so we don't know who you are, and two, um, we we just don't know how to get a hold of you. So you need to click on the allow your avatar profile to show up, so that way we can give you an award. We would love to do that, and love to recognize you for your help because we really appreciate your support.
oh yeah, this has been an awesome show. I can't believe we're already
Yes,
coming up to the end. 25. All
I
right, so we
know
got
it's flying
30
by.
30 people in here now. So we are going to do the first draw. So I think that we should give away an udder butter.
Yeah, good idea. That's what my
All
thought
right.
was too. A syringe of
So
udder butter, and also and don't forget we're also with these three winners, we're also going to give you a $25 gift code to CowRC website.
nice. Oh, look at where's Mike sneaking in at the last minute. All right.
There's
Good luck,
my
everybody. Here we go. First prize udder butter. Tony Blair getting
Tony.
yourself
Okay,
some
nice.
udder butter. So
He's
Tony,
a repeat
he
guy.
oh, nice. So, obviously, message either me or Tyler, and we will make sure that you get that. So you're getting Tyler's name down right there, or
Yeah, Tony.
Tony?
Yep.
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 All right. Congrats, buddy. All right. So the next thing that we have to give away, I gotta say, man, if
Yeah.
you haven't tried these bad boys yet, oh my word. This is the product that you want to win. And don't forget your coupon. So you're going to get the coupon as well. So
Yep.
good luck, everybody. Here we go. Next draw.
Ah, Tom.
Tom,
Okay.
man, congratulations, Tom, getting the good stuff, man. These hide wipes are amazing. They are so useful for so many different applications.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh, yeah. And now I have only a few things. We got a few things starred here. And I'm thinking that,
Well, before you do that, we still got to give away a tire wash.
oh, all right. So
Our
a
last
tire wash.
hashtag for the night.
All
This was
right.
our last product we talked about. So one more tire wash and a $25 gift code.
Okie dokie. And we will spin. So good luck, everybody. It's RC, a new viewer, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken.
I think so. Yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in.
All right. So we actually have to pick out of one of the four
Yeah.
for the RC car action reading material. Always good
That's
for the
right.
bathroom. And you get digital as well, correct?
Yes, that's right. Yes, it's a 1-year subscription. You get digital and you get the hard copies for 1 year, 12 issues.
Oh, man.
So-
Hey, did you see this question?
Oh, okay. Oh, well, we were kind of talking about that earlier, weren't we?
We kind of were. Yeah. No, congratulations, everybody. But we got to come up with a question and or a comment. And I'm not sure who this is, but I like it.
That's a nice one. I had
And
another
then
one picked out as well, and I'm probably not gonna find it. It was early on. I think you started too. Um,
was it from Alex or
yes, he had a couple good
this
ones too.
the basin thing was a
Yes,
really good tip.
yes, that was a good one too.
And then I had one from a Facebook user, but I don't know who it is because it was
Yeah,
a
unfortunately.
really good question because Todd was only running it for a few seconds at a time. So I wanted everybody to know that the Udder Butter, I always use the regular Udder Butter except for my spec racing.
Yeah, that's a very good question or comment, I should say.
But I definitely like that he's working with his son and showing his kid the CowRC products. And what better way to get this kid into the hobby
It's true. Then
than with an
reading
RC?
material. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay. So DH Trapper, hopefully you are still online. If you are, message us for your prize. It's definitely, oh, he is still there. He was saying congrats to all the winners, and you are now a winner yourself. So congratulations. So all you got to do is message either myself or Tyler, and we will make sure that you guys get all the goodness. Oh man, hey, we appreciate you guys all tuning in. Another great show, episode 25 in the books. Tyler, awesome time, bud.
Yes, it was a great time. And also, guys, don't forget you've got a couple more minutes left to get in your, you spend $50 or more today. You got like 2 minutes left and you get yourself a set of the detail brushes. So get in
Nice.
there. Sign off. Get in there and use the
All
Cow
right.
Dash Tech code for 10% off.
10% off in the description. Guys, girls, thank you for tuning in. Over 60 viewers. Unbelievable.
so cool.
I would have never guessed.
So cool.
25 episodes deep, man. Super proud of the whole Cow Tech crew. Thank you, Tyler, for hanging with me for another
Same
hour.
here, Adam.
And man, we will see you guys in 2 short weeks. Until
Sounds
then,
good. Thanks.
keep your cars and kits clean.
Thanks, everybody.